What does Schrödinger's famous quote actually mean? How objective is the world we experience in our everyday lives?
Is the world objective? At first, that sounds like a simple question. But is it really? We experience the world every day. We touch, we hear, we see. We react. We form opinions, we judge. Good or bad, safe or threatening, lovable or rejectable. These reactions feel so real that we rarely stop to ask, are we responding to the world or to what we believe about it? Erwin Schrödinger, one of the founding minds of quantum mechanics, points right at this dilemma. The world is a construct of our sensations, perceptions, memories. This isn't just philosophy, it's a statement of fact. The world doesn't start out there, it starts in here. Psychological lens, reality as echo. The modern world is fast, loud, and overwhelming. People swim in floods of information while emotionally drifting in unpredictable currents. Life is hard today. Many feel that the world is chaotic, unstable, or even hostile. When we face intense input, the brain often reacts not with logic, but with reflexes, with learned patterns. That's what Schrödinger is pointing to. The world you see isn't the world itself, but a private cinema playing on the screen of your mind, projected from your past, your fears, your hopes, and your memories. And that internal projector has more power over your life than you might think. Psychology of superposition. Until you choose, everything is possible. One of quantum mechanics' most perplexing ideas is superposition. A particle exists in multiple possible states until it's observed. Only then does it collapse into one outcome. If that sounds too abstract, think of this. You text someone, they don't reply, and suddenly in your mind, the possibilities multiply. They must be mad at me. They probably forgot. Maybe they're just busy. Or maybe, I don't matter. The truth? You don't yet know, but your mind is already choosing. And whichever story you start believing, it begins to shape your emotional reality. This is human superposition. Until certainty arrives, all interpretations coexist. But the one you select shapes how you feel. And here's the key. The world is not objective. It's not independent of you. The world responds to you when you give it meaning, when you feel something about it. Spiritual perspective, returning to superposition. Eastern traditions, especially Advaita Vedanta, have known this for a long time. They teach the truth is non-dual. Not good or bad, not right or wrong. It simply is. This is the wisdom of non-duality. In this state, consciousness doesn't choose, it simply observes. When you become able to not identify with every thought or feeling, when you just witness without attaching, you return to the field of pure potential, the superposition state. And what happens then? Judgment dissolves, roles dissolve, suffering dissolves. You're no longer the lead actor in your personal story. You become its silent witness. Enlightenment isn't gaining something new. It's letting go of everything you falsely believed yourself to be. The world is resonance. What you choose, you reflect. Now imagine this. The world isn't made of things, it's made of echoes. Like a mountain valley repeating back what you shout. Your thoughts, beliefs, and decisions are like a finely tuned receiver, always tuning in to the frequency of reality you're aligned with. The world you experience reflects what you believe about it. That's why Schrödinger says, it is convenient to regard the world as existing objectively on its own. But that's only an illusion. At every moment, you are choosing. What do I see? What does it mean to me? Who am I in this situation? And with those choices, you're not just interpreting reality, you're co-creating it. The big question is, are you creating the life you truly want? Or is your inner world projecting something else entirely? The way out, what does it mean to be free? Freedom today doesn't mean doing whatever you want. It means no longer being a prisoner of your automatic thoughts. That's the real quantum leap. Not when life suddenly changes, but when you stop reacting the same way. When you don't label. When you don't freeze your perspective into one fixed meaning. This is the state of superposition, and it's available in every moment. If you quiet down, turn inward, and resist your mind's instant urge to react. Just wait and observe the echo that arises within you. What if today you chose differently? Pay close attention to one thing today. Just observe it without judgment. Test the power of pure awareness. Choose not to react automatically. What shifts inside you when your usual response is withheld? See the world differently, and notice how everything around you starts to change. And what if this awareness, opened the door to every possible reality. And finally, you got to choose which one becomes real, because that becomes your world.
What's your take on this? Share your thoughts in the comments. What resonated with you most? Have a question, a thought, or a request for the next episode? Let's keep the conversation going. Next episode, we explore quantum entanglement, the invisible threads that connect you to yourself, to others, and perhaps to everything. Title: Does the universe feel your pain? Boom, and AI respond.